Hi everyone, today we will going to practice 19 foundational Hatha Yoga poses. Throughout the class, I will introduce the name of each pose, explain which muscles it strengthens or stretches, and share some of the meaning behind it. If you are new to yoga, this class will help you learn and practice some of the most essential yoga poses. Let's begin in a standing position. Our first pose is mountain pose called Tadasana in Sanskrit. Stand at the front of your mat, press down firmly through both feet, gently engage your core and lengthen your spine toward the ceiling. Tada means mountain, and in this pose we ground our feet firmly into the floor like a mountain while creating a long, upright line through the body. This pose represents stability, alignment, and a steady, grounded center. Our second pose is chair pose called Utkatasana in Sanskrit. See your hips back as though you were sitting into a chair. Engage your thighs, shift your weight back into your heels without forcing the knees forward. Bring your palms together overhead, look toward your fingertips, and lengthen your spine upward. Gently draw your lower lips and tailbone in to avoid overarching your lower back and release any unnecessary tension from your shoulders. Utkata means powerful, fierce, or intense, and this pose represents the strength to remain steady through challenge. Our third pose is tree pose called Vrksasana in Sanskrit. Lift your right foot, place it against your inner left thigh. Press your left foot firmly into the mat. Engage your standing leg. Press your right foot and left thigh gently into each other. Open your right knee out to the side. Reach both arms toward the ceiling and lengthen your spine upward. If this variation feels too challenging, place your foot at your ankle, inner calf, or inner thigh, and bring your palms together at your heart. Vriksha means tree. The standing foot represents the root, the leg and torso form the trunk, and the arms become the branches. This pose represents grounding, growth, and finding stability even while you sway. Lower your right foot, lift your left foot, place it against your inner right thigh. Press your right foot firmly into the mat, engage your standing leg. Press your left foot and right thigh gently into each other. Open your left knee out to the side. Reach both arms toward the ceiling and lengthen your spine upward. Our fourth pose is triangle pose called Konasana in Sanskrit. Turn your right foot out to the side. Keep your left foot slightly turned in. Reach your right hand toward your right big toe. Keep your right leg long without locking the knee. Draw your left hip slightly back, not to roll it forward. Reach your left hand toward the ceiling. Look toward your left fingertips and lengthen through the left side of your waist and hips. If this feels uncomfortable, place your right hand on your ankle or shin instead. Utkata means extended, tree means three, and kona means angle. The body and legs create several triangles in this pose, representing a stable foundation and balanced expansion in different directions. Turn your right foot slightly in, turn your left foot out, reach your left hand toward your left big toe, keep your left leg long without locking the knee, draw your right hip slightly back, not to roll it forward, reach your right hand toward the ceiling, Look toward your right fingertips and lengthen through the right side of your waist and hips. Our fifth pose is Warrior 1 called Virabhadrasana 1 in Sanskrit. Bring your right foot toward the front of the mat. Step your left foot well back. Bend your right knee toward 90 degrees. Engage the front of your right thigh. Press your left foot firmly into the mat and create length through the back of your left leg. Reach both arms overhead and bring your palms together. Look toward your fingertips and lengthen your spine outward. If this position feels uncomfortable, lift your left heel and come into high lunge instead. If it feels available, bend your right knee a little deeper. Reach your hands slightly farther back and gently lift your gaze toward the wall behind you. This pose represents a warrior focusing on a goal and preparing to take action. It symbolizes transforming anger into conscious strength and focused attention. Lift your torso upright. Bring your left foot toward the front of the mat. Step your right foot well back. Bend your left knee toward 90 degrees. Engage the front of your left thigh. Press your right foot firmly into the mat and create length through the back of your right leg. Reach both arms overhead and bring your palms together. Look toward your hands and lengthen your spine outward. Our sixth pose is Goddess pose called Utkata Konasana in Sanskrit. Step your feet about 3 times wider than your hips. Turn both feet out about 45 degrees. Bend your knees toward 90 degrees and engage your thighs, glutes, and core. Reach both arms overhead and bring your palms together. If that feels uncomfortable, bring your arms into a cactus shape. The name refers to a powerful angle and the pose represents open hips supported by a strong lower body foundation. Now let's come into a seated position. Our seventh pose is butterfly pose called Baddha Konasana in Sanskrit. Bring your heels toward your pelvis as comfortably as possible. Press the soles of your feet together. Allow your inner hips to soften. Hold your feet or ankles with both hands and gently guide your thighs down with your elbows. Slowly fold your torso forward and create length through your back and the muscles surrounding your spine. Baddha means bound and Kona means angle, and because the knees resemble a butterfly's wings, this posture is commonly called butterfly pose. It opens the hips and prepares the body for a steady seated position. Our eighth pose is hero pose called Virasana in Sanskrit. From a kneeling position, bring your knees comfortably together. Place your feet beside your hips. Lower your sitting bones between your feet. Stretch the fronts of your thighs. Rest your hands on your knees and lengthen your spine outward. Vira means hero or courageous person, and this pose represents inner patience and courage. Now let's Let's come onto our hands and knees. Our ninth pose is cat and cow pose called Bitilasana and Marjaryasana in Sanskrit. As you inhale, gently arch your spine, open your chest forward, and look ahead or slightly upward. As you exhale, press the floor away through your hands, round your back, and bring your gaze toward your navel. Bitila means cow and Marizari means cat. This movement imitates the lowered back of a cow and the rounded back of a stretching cat, linking the breath with two opposite movements of the spine. Our 10th pose is plank pose called Phalakasana in Sanskrit and plank pose in English. Step both feet back, straighten your legs, press firmly into the mat through your hands, engage the serratus anterior muscles along the sides of your legs, broaden across your upper back, engage your core and create one long line from the crown of your head to your heels. Phalaka means plank or board, and the pose is named after the straight shape of a wooden plank, representing integration and a strong, steady center. Slowly lower your chest to the mat. Our 11th pose is Cobra pose called Bhujangasana in Sanskrit. Place your legs about hip width apart. Bring your hands beside your lower legs or shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Lengthen your chest forward and upward. Keep your pelvis grounded. Soften any excessive gripping in your glutes. And focus on creating length through your whole spine. Press down through your hands and the tops of your feet. And keep your gaze forward or slightly upward. If this feels uncomfortable, move your hands slightly farther forward, or for a deeper variation, bring your hands a little closer to your body. Bhujanga means snake or cobra, and the lifted chest and head in this pose resemble a cobra raising its upper body. In Indian traditions, the snake can symbolize life force, transformation, and awakening energy. Slowly lower your upper body. Our 12th pose is a Locust pose called Salabhasana in Sanskrit. Engage your thighs, glutes, back muscles, and core, and lift your arms and legs away from the floor. Keep the back of your neck long and look down toward the floor near the front of the mat. Salabha means locust, and the pose is named after the lifted shape of the torso and legs, representing the surprising power of a small creature and strength through the back body. Slowly lower your arms and legs and come back to a kneeling position. Our 13th pose is child pose called Balasana in Sanskrit. Reach your arms forward overhead. Gently press your hands into the floor to lengthen your lower back, or rest your arms beside your feet and allow your shoulders and upper body to relax. Bala means child, and the folded shape of the body with the head lowered represents protection, rest, humility, or a return to simplicity. Come back to tabletop pose. Our 14th pose is downward facing dog called Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit and down dog in English. Let your hips up and back. Press the floor away through both hands to lengthen your upper body and spine. Reach your heels toward the floor and gently stretch the backs of your legs and hamstrings. Adho Mukha means facing downward, and Shavana means dog. This pose resembles a dog waking up, stretching its front paws forward and lengthening through the back of its body. It represents a natural movement that contains both rest and lightness. Now let's come down onto our backs. Our 15th pose is British pose called Setu Bandha Sarvangasana in Sanskrit. Bring your feet close to your sitting bones. Press your arms and hands into the floor or hold your ankles. Press both feet firmly into the mat. Engage your thighs and glutes. Lift your pelvis to a comfortable height and use the strength of your core and torso for support. Setu means bridge, Bandha means binding or connection, and Sarvanga means to the whole body. The body creates a bridge connecting two points, symbolizing connection, support, and moving from one state into another. Slowly lower your pelvis back to the mat. Our 16th pose is a reclined butterfly pose called Supta Baddha Konasana in Sanskrit. Bring the soles of your feet together, allow both knees to open out to the sides, and relax through your hips and inner thighs. Supta means reclined, Baddha means bound, and Kona means angle. This pose encourages us to turn our attention inward, open through the chest and front of the hips, and practice receptivity and rest. Our 70th pose is window living pose called Pavamuktasana in Sanskrit. Draw both knees toward your chest, hold your shins or the backs of your thighs, and gently release through your lower back and back body. Pavana means wind or moving air, and Mukta means release or liberation. Our 18th pose is happy baby pose called Ananda Balasana in Sanskrit. Hold the outer edges of your feet or your shins, draw your knees toward your armpits, and relax through your hips, lower back, and spine. Ananda means joy or bliss, and Bala means child. The shape resembles a happy baby lying on its back and holding its feet, which is how the pose received its name, representing simple joy and the release of physical tension. Our 19th and final pose is corpse pose called Savasana in Sanskrit. Allow your whole back body to rest comfortably on the floor. Let your legs fall naturally apart. Rest your arms slightly away from your body and turn your palms to face upward. Close your eyes and gradually soften your face, jaw, shoulders, and abdomen. Sava means corpse, and by practicing stillness and allowing the body to rest completely, this pose invites us to release control, attachment to action, and tension connected to our temporary sense of self. We will last here for 2 minutes before closing today's class. Today we practice some foundational Hatha Yoga poses together, and in our next class we will learn how to connect these basic poses into Hatha Yoga sequence. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.